That's all good. I'm going to actually take a minute to go around the room. I know you've all been waiting, and we'll get to the dancing soon enough. But in no particular order, I'm going to go around the room, because I do want to say what comes to my heart when I look at each of you.
Hey, Danny, you got to go stand next to her. Let Jojo take them. Yeah.
She got it.
Danny, forget you taking the picture.
Yeah, she got it, Danny. Thank you.
No, if you don't stand, I'll stand.
You stand.
If I don't know it, he's telling me not to stand.
Yeah, Jojo, take it from here.
I know.
All right, I'm going to start
I was
here
told.
with Anna, who's over here, who I want to first say, oh,
I need a drink.
Okay.
is that better? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's good. All right. Anna, I think the thing that comes to mind when I look at you is, a very accomplished doctor here. And what you've done recently for Denny with his arm and making sure he's healthy, which is hugely important to me. That's what comes to top of mind. But beyond that, you're cooking. This lady has some mad cooking skills. You show up at her house, she makes amazing food. I can say that about just about any lady sitting in this room, to be honest
What's
with
the
you.
address?
That I'll share with you later.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Rajeshri and Sukumar, you guys are amazing. What do I think when I think of you guys is dedication. Whatever you dedicate yourself to, be it your kids, be it a trip, be it your friends, each other. Dedication 100%. I have learned a lot about dedication from both of you and how dedicated you are in your life. I'm going to go next to Joju, and I'm going to connect Minnie over here with Joju. The one thing I've got to say, Joju and Minnie, this room wouldn't be the same if God didn't put us across the street from you. We met so many people because you opened your home and you called us family. And you treated us like family. And every single family event that you had since we moved there, from 1 month after we moved to what? 20 years later, you have included us as your family, and I am extremely grateful for that.
Good.
Next, I'm going to come over here, Sonal and Sanjit. Yes, I did meet Sanjit first.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Danny.
Hey,
Danny.
You must sit.
But Sonal and I, it has been amazing because we have lived somewhat parallel lives. We both grew up in New York. We were born in India. We came to this country as young children, born in New York. We went to the same undergraduate school. We both moved to DC, moved here. Then we both had our kids, we bought homes together, we had kids together, lots of celebrations. Sonal actually turned 50 less than 2 weeks ago. I was fortunate to celebrate that with her. We've experienced lots of happy times, we've also experienced loss together. But it has been amazing to have a friend to go through life for so many years. I think besides Denny and my brother, she's probably known me the longest in this room. And so it has been amazing to know you. I'm going to next group Geetha and Sumesh and Raman and Ramesh together. We lived in Germantown for 13 years. And once we decided to move, the hardest thing for me was I would step outside of my house almost on a daily basis and look around and say, how can I leave this wonderful neighborhood? Every single house has people I know and love. Moving here, finding wonderful neighbors here too, has been really relieving and loving for me. So thank you for being wonderful neighbors and accepting us with open arms here. Then, actually, you know what? Mercy, I see Mercy and Shaji here. I think Mercy does know me a little bit longer than Sonal. Sorry about that, Mercy. She and I, the one thing, when I think of Mercy, that is when I truly thank Facebook. Because Mercy and I graduated at a time when no one had cell phones. Mercy graduated, she married Shaji, moved to Maryland at the time, and we lost contact because no one had cell phones, no one had, even email. any of those things at the time. Facebook reconnected us. And once I found Mercy on Facebook, we started getting together. Our kids are the same ages, and we've spent countless wonderful memories together, trips and parties and sharing of happy occasions. And so Mercy and Shaji, thank you. You guys get the oldest beyond after Danny, but oldest here. All right, at that table we also have Danny and Shobha, who we've shared wonderful memories with. So Danny and Shobha, what I think of, similar to what Shobha said to me. Shobha has 2 girls. I have 2 boys, as you all know. Shobha and Danny has 2 girls. And the 2 girls, especially Kathy, who surprised me here today, I did not know, in the midst of so much that she's going through in dental school right now, she is, I truly think of her as a daughter. And so having her here, sharing your daughters with me so that I can live out some of those things in life that you don't get to do unless you have a daughter. Thank you.
Whoa, I have an earring. Okay, yeah.
I never thought that I would be buying earrings for my children, but Jordan has satisfied that craving, and I'm able to do some jewelry shopping for him. All right, now when I look back to the table, Andrew's next over there. Who all of you know is Denny's nephew. He was the tiny little 5-year-old ring bearer at mine and Denny's wedding 27 years ago.
Wow.
And I remember he has become, I am so proud to say he's become quite an accomplished young man. At that time he was in kindergarten, and now he's got his own business and he's doing some amazing things with his life. And I was touched that not only did he say, he actually has his cousin's daughter's baptism today, and he decided to put other family members there and come here to join us for my birthday. And I was touched that he did that. I'm sure everybody here tasted some delicious food. He taught my kids how to make appam. Thank you, Andrew. I love you.
Thank you. All right.
Yes, next I see Tojo there, so I'm going to say Tojo and Sumi together. So what do I think of when I think of you guys? I think of our 15th wedding anniversary. And I think of lots of things. Sumi also recently turned 50 a few months ago. We got to celebrate together.
All right.
And we've been on vacation to Amsterdam and see the tulips, but I remember our 15th anniversary trip to Venice and Florence, and how we kind of told them, go to this bathroom and this bathroom and this bathroom, but we kind of showed them where you should go for having the best time. So we're wonderful having you in our lives to share all of these fun moments. Fun moments and tough moments. I remember some tough ones too that we went through together, so thank you for that. Next we have Indra. Indra is, most of you know, but maybe some of you don't, has a beautiful voice. That's what I always think about when I look at Indra and think about her, is how lovely her voice is. She's a very passionate woman, so when she wants something and looks after something, she goes all in. And so Indra, I'm so happy to watch you go all in and do some wonderful things in your life. Who's next that a family that I haven't talked to as I go around that room? Kathy. Well, Kathy, I love you. Thank you so much for coming here. And thank you for, I know you got a great mom, but thank you for letting me mom you sometimes. I love it. I see Will there. I think Nithi's somewhere around here. I don't know where. Oh, there you are. Hey, Nithi. Nithi is another one of my daughters. I'm fortunate, even though I have, oh, they're horses? I haven't gotten to yet, Akash. Nithi is another one of my daughters, and she's extremely special and close to my heart. She got married just a little over a year ago.
Talk about that side food too.
She married, give me a chance. She married a wonderful man, Will, who, as Denny says, is more money than some of us here in this room. She's picked on a lot of traits, and it's no wonder why she married him. And I can't wait to see their family expand very soon. So it'll be fun to watch that for sure. Who have I not? Is there anyone else hiding there? Akash. gosh, Rebecca, you're hiding over there. Yes, Matthew, you too. You guys, Matthew, I'll give you a hug.
I'm here now. You can tell me what I look like.
Yeah, tell us what happened.
Akash, so I always say something about Akash and Nithika. Through the years, we went on a lot of vacations, and what was really wonderful to my heart is when we'd go on trips. There was one trip we went on to the Outer Banks where there was a swimming pool and a jacuzzi. And I remember Akash and Nithika, they split up because there were a lot of little kids, and one of them stayed at the jacuzzi, one of them stayed at the swimming pool, and made sure all the little kids were taken care of. And that speaks to not only how wonderful they are, and they always will continue to be, but their parents, and how their parents, Rebecca and Matthew, have raised them. I've always been blessed because Josh and Jordan and all the little kids have some great examples to look up to in Akash and Nithi, for sure. And Rebecca and Matthew, I don't know what to say about you guys. You guys are so special to my life and my heart. Lots of shared wonderful memories.
Not you, Rebecca.
And hard times too. When there's a hard time, I think Rebecca's probably the first person I call and say, hey, I need to talk to you about this or something. So thank you for being that call and being there for me whenever I've needed it. I sincerely appreciate it.
You are there when we want help.
No, thank you. I'm going to say a quick word about Dan before I pass to a couple of really important people. So Dan, I want to thank you very much. Even with a sprained ankle, you came and bartended my birthday. He's one of Josh's really, really good friends. Spends a lot of time in our house, and I'm really happy. Hopefully he's made you all happy. Keep going. He's not done yet. So let's make full use of
I'm just happy I got to celebrate tonight with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. I'm very glad that you got to as well. Next, I want to talk about Karen's, Krista, and Caleb, the 3 C's. I think they're all over this room. But they are, after my own children, they are my children. And I love them as much as I love my children. And I am so blessed to have you guys in my life and you guys here with me to celebrate today. All of the wonderful things that you have done for me, that you've said. You guys, my life wouldn't be the same without you guys in it. Next, a quick moment to Sunil. It's interesting how, when I was thinking, what do I say about you? What I was thinking in my head is, we both were very young children, the ages of 4 and 6, when we were brought into a country where we didn't know the language, we didn't know the culture, we didn't know anything about this land when our parents brought us here. And all we had to depend on was each other. We were each other's best confidants, best friends, and when something went wrong, or when you went to school and people made fun of you, or people said things that you couldn't understand, and then you go home and your parents say something else, we were there for each other, always. And I know that to this day, if I need something, I can count on my big brother. And I'm eternally thankful for that. Next is my 2 babies, who I know they're not babies anymore, but they'll always be babies to me. Josh and Jordan, they have, ever since the moment I knew that I was having them, they became the owners of my heart. And everything I have, everything I am, it all belongs to them. If they have anything in their world that isn't going well, that's what my mind is on day and night. You all are parents, you all know how that works. And I'm sure we all feel the same about our babies. But what's interesting is as much as they'll always be my babies, they're both young adults right now. And I'm very proud of the young men that they're becoming. It was very recently, as most of you know, I had a pretty major surgery, and the way they took care of me, the way that they, no holds barred, they did everything for me. They made sure that there wasn't a finger I had to lift for anything for a very long time until I recovered and was able to do things on my own. So they are growing up, and they're becoming very wonderful young men, and guys, I love you more than anything. All right, I think I'm done, right?
You! Hey, you forgot!
Okay,
You forgot me?
okay.
Matthew!
You forgot me!
I know Matthew.
I could never forget Denny. Come
Yeah.
on, you guys know that. Denny, I don't know what to say, right? You amaze me. I will say, a young 16-year-old who met you, within a year quickly fell in love with you.
Don't say our age, okay?
I'm only saying mine. They don't know my age anyway.
They don't know my age.
When I was a young 17, you made my heart leap in a way that it had never leaped before. And every day since then, you have been making my heart leap, my dear sweetheart.
Oh.
And we have our fair share of fights. I tell you, we got plenty of those going on. But someone told me it's because you guys are passionate about each other. You're passionate about the fights, you're passionate about the good times. There has been so much that you have been, like, you guys saw this and had fun tonight. Oh my gosh, this man, I think for 6 months has been trying to figure out what to do with my birthday, especially for the last month. He's been spending day and night thinking about how.
Time out. Yes, I did. But all these things happen today. It's her plan. She overrides every freaking thing that I did.
You should have seen his plan, I tell you. But you know, the one thing that I want to say about Denny, that you all already know how loving and caring he is, it's actually something that my brother Sunil said at our wedding 27 years ago in his speech. And what he says is, if everyone in this world could treat the person that they love the way Denny treats Seena, then we'd all be okay. And that is so true to this day.
All right.
I love you, sweetheart. I'm not going to keep this any further. Thank you for everything and more, and I hope to spend the next 50 years by your side.